Hi, Ashton. Good luck in your game today, Ashton. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Andrews Mustang Baseball. I'm Dimitri Figueroa here with LT Williams. What's up, LT?
What's up, Dimitri?
You doing all right today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Hey, sometimes a bad day at work is cured by a good day of baseball. So just remember that as we go through tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right. We want to thank all of our Mustang sports sponsors and a special group of Mustang Radio Sports Booster sponsors for making it possible to hear the games on the internet at kactradio.com by clicking that FM button and also on KACT 105.5. We are here in Seminole for the rematch that the Mustangs have been waiting for, as we all felt like we were a little robbed in the first game.
We were.
The balk that was not a balk. However you want to call it, however you want to describe it, I felt like that. Had that game went different, I'm not saying we would have won, but we would have went into that other inning, or probably extra innings tied. Had it went different, we'd be going for a district championship.
That's for sure.
So the Mustangs are leading the district right now at 5-1. Seminole and Greenwood trailing at 4-2. And then the rest of the district, I think Fort Stockton and Pecos are both at 3-2 or 3-3, 4-3, something like that. Anyhow, this game right here has some big implications in district. If the Mustangs can pull this one off, Seminole will be sitting in third place. Mustangs will be sitting atop, basically with a game lead over Greenwood with the tiebreaker. So basically a 2-game lead over Greenwood.
Yeah.
That's where the Mustangs would be sitting if we can pull this one off, no matter what happens in the rest of the games.
That's right. Positive note, we brought a lot of fans and more are on the way.
Yeah, Coach Harvey, the head football coach, put out there in what's it called, Sports U or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
And he said if he can have enough kids, he'll bring a bus of kids to come watch this game. And sure enough, he had enough kids sign up. So we got a bus of kids, a student section, if you will, heading this way. And I know they're going to be a little loud. And these moms and dads have been loud with the bells and those cracklers or whatever they're called. I'm not really sure what they're called, but Mustang fans have been good all year long, and I think they're ready to show out today.
That's right.
So we got right now we're looking at a 79-degree weather, a little bit of wind heading right out to center field. We saw a home run in the JV game. Jace Mendoza got himself a home run. I think it was his first of the year, as JV won 10-1 today. So hopefully the Mustangs can follow that with the W. So
that's right. I mean, it looks to be 10-1.
Yeah, 10-1 is what the JV wants. Mustangs softball right now, I believe, are winning. I think they are winning 5-2 after the 5th inning. So the Mustangs, Lady Mustangs, beating the Seminole Maidens is what they're called, 5-2. Fort Stockton will be visiting Pecos today, and then also Greenwood will be at Monaghan, which is a big game for Greenwood as they lost to Monaghan earlier this year. So this district's a competitive district, and I think the wins and losses have kind of showed that, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so we're going to go back to the station when we come back. We'll talk about our starting lineup and our pitcher, and then we'll talk about the Seminole starting lineup. So you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACTF from 105.5. I'm Dimitri here with LT, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. And we're back here in Seminole as the Mustangs are getting ready in the big district matchup against the Seminole Indians. The Mustangs are on the field wearing their black uniforms with gold pinstripe. One thing I noticed, and we saw it in the JV game, LT, something to watch, is this ball bounces in the outfield. That
It does.
in this, yeah, see that one right there in the outfield. It'll get over their head if they don't play it correctly. So that's something to note. Might be a little bit of a home field advantage for Seminole. Seminole's wearing their gray uniforms with their yellow hats. No longer gold, they're yellow. Mustangs have the gold pinstripes and their normal black hats with that Mustang on it. So as I said, we're here in Seminole getting ready to take on the Indians. You got that starting lineup for the Andrews Mustangs?
I do. Put down this Diet Coke here.
This Diet Coke, huh?
All right, here we go. So for our Mustangs, a little bit of a different lineup, not too much.
The top's going to look the same.
Yeah, the top 9 look the same.
Yeah, you're right.
So batting off, leading off, number 1, senior Dalen Jeffcoats, number 4. Bat number 2, we have number 1, senior Ashton Mosley. Bat number 3, we have number 13, junior Grayson Martindale. Bat number 4, we have senior number 10, Braden Williams. Bat number 5, we have junior number 3, Caden Mendoza. Bat number 6, we have number 8, Evan Munoz, a.k.a.
Chinito.
Bat number 7, we have number 2, Zach Saldivar, playing left field.
No, that's Zach.
Oh my gosh, why did I say Saldivar?
Because there is Zach Saldivar that you know.
Oh my gosh. So thanks for
He's
the
just
correction.
no longer in school.
Saldivar's and Cabrera's listening.
Yeah.
Oh, Zach Cabrera.
Zacatat.
Why did I say that so fast? I'm super confident with that.
Yeah.
Bat number 8, number 38, playing center field, Jay Sean DuBose. Now, I didn't get that one wrong.
There's no confusion there.
Maybe we call him Jason.
Yeah, that's what other teams call him.
At bat number 9, we have Rocky Stevens.
Yeah, number
He'll be
14.
DHing for Tag.
So Tag's on the mound tonight. His last appearance against Greenwood, a pitcher doesn't really go up against the other pitcher, right? But you do have like a pitching duel, and that's always a headline in the major leagues in college and even in high school. And great Tag went toe to toe with a D1 commit, and pretty much won the game. Yes, so he had his defense behind him. His batting lineup came in strong. He held Greenwood to 1 run and allowed our team to get those 2 runs we needed.
Yep.
Yeah, so he looked great. Probably his best outing of the year.
Oh yeah.
So and it was a really intense game, some high pressure. So it's going to be kind of mimic what we're going to see tonight. I think as a real high pressure, intense game.
Oh, for sure. You know how Seminole is. They're going to come out here. They're going to be competitive. They've been seeing Tag posted in Texas High School baseball.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
A couple other places in the Reporter Telegram. They're going to come out here and try to put it on.
So some good news just walked on the field. We do not have the same arm.
Neither one of them.
That saw a ball.
Yeah.
So the Mustangs are just finishing up. The outfield just finished up. The infield's still taking field. Can't thank Coach Harvey enough and Coach Richters as they come over here with the football team as they brought the Mustangs to student section. And you mentioned it during the break. I don't know if there's going to be any room for some Seminole fans there. They're not here yet. The Mustangs, usually you take half our dugout. We've already started infiltrating their half, right? So they're going to have to go stand up against the fence over there.
They'll be okay.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll find somewhere to be. But the Mustangs fans have come out in full force today, and I love it. This is a Tuesday night baseball, and it's got the environment of a playoff game.
It does.
Yeah,
There's
so
a lot of people.
A lot of people here. So we're going to go back to the station. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the Seminole Indians lineup and then also their pitcher, which we're kind of familiar with. So you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KECTF at 105.5. I'm Dimitri here with LT, and we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Jack Southfire.
Let me show a couple of the JV players. Watch. There's JP, Louie. Y'all say what's up. Y'all on live face. Mustangs are getting ready to take on the Seminole Indians in this big district matchup. The Mustangs JV won 10-1 today. It was close at first, but then when I was driving over here, it was close, like 2-1. I get out of the car and it was 7-1, just like that. So Mustangs JV always putting in the work and putting away our district foes. Mm-hmm. Seminole, the Lady Mustangs are winning right now 5-2 after 6, so they're in the last inning, leading 5-2, hoping to get a victory, and then the Andrews Mustangs hoping to get a victory today. So good weather, about 80 degrees. The wind's blowing out of center field. We did see a home run in the JV game. Their field's kind of short. I'm not really sure. It's 310 to right field, and I think it's probably about the same or a little shorter to left, but they got a bigger fence. So the ball could be flying. Yeah, it does. The center field does get deep with that big old fence too. So, but the bus barn sits at the left field fence. We're gonna go. Let me go through the Seminole Indians lineup as we got leading off. Number 2, Rowan playing shortstop. Batting second, number 22, Michael. Let's see, Michael Ray. Batting third, number 1, Obed Reyes. He's gonna be the pitcher. Batting fourth, number 11, Eloy Messias. He's playing third base. Batting fifth, number 9, Alan Madrid. He's playing catcher. Batting sixth, number 4, Steven Davis. He's playing second base. Let's see, batting seventh, number 20, Oscar Garalva. Contacts are getting dry as I'm trying to read. He's the DH. Batting eighth, number 3, Jason Robledo. He's playing center field. Batting 9, number 5, Diego, playing right field. And then left field will be Derek. So the pitcher for the Seminole Indians, the last time we played him, we saw a hard throwing Rowan Donaldson. You know, he was floating right around 88, 89. He popped out at 92. This one, he can bring some speed, high 80s, and has a lot of off speed and what we call jump. Right? Yeah. And, you know, Obed, he's a great kid. I got to know him a little bit off the field. Great kid, very humble kid, but when he's on the mound, he's very, very confident. He's a little mouthy. He's got a little swag with him. You know what I mean? And I think he just gets in a tunnel vision type thing, right? So the Mustangs, they're announcing the Andrews Mustangs lineup as we'll be batting first, and then they'll be announcing the Seminole Indians. So a little bit of another pick and roll is what I'm expecting here with Tag and Ober. Yeah. The Seminole Indians lost their game against Greenwood on Friday afternoon in that cold weather. They lost it 1-0. They didn't. They pitched Eloy. They didn't pitch Rowan or Obed. And a lot of us thought just to kind of keep them both for us, right? Yeah, yeah, you're right. But I think Eloy he pitched a really good game. So I think any signs of trouble between Obed, I think that's why they saved them. They understand the implications of this game as it could decide the district championship. Yeah. And really, I think Seminole needs them more. They're a little more desperate as the Mustangs are sitting atop at 5-1. They have 2 losses already, and they've already lost 2 to Greenwood. So if they lose to us, they'll be in third place. And 4-3, and they'd be, unless one of our teams collapse, they'd probably sit in third place. Which Seminole, it doesn't matter who it is, they're going to be able to, they're going to be able to make a run in the playoffs. They can pitch anybody, right? Yeah, they're deep. Yeah, they are deep in pitching. They, Kramer didn't play this year, so that lacked his stick and some speed. But Seminole is still deep in pitching, and they win the games. Kind of like we've been winning games. Like a playoff game is going to be 4-3. 5-4. Manufacture that last run and win the game, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a close.
So we're about to do the national anthem. When we come back, it'll be game time. So we'll go to the station. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KCTF at 105.5. I'm Dimitri here with LT, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. And we're back as they just finished the national anthem. The Mustangs are getting ready to take their lineup or to hit the box, right? Seminole Indians are out in the field. Obed Reyes warming up. They got their, I think these uniforms are new. I hadn't seen these on the Seminole Indians in the last couple of years we played them. Some gray. I like their socks. Those are some old school socks, right?
You do like the socks.
What do they call them? Stockings or stirrups? Stirrups. That's the word I was looking for. Stockings, what you hang above the fireplace on Christmas.
We could leave this.
Yeah, we can. So Obed's getting his last warm-up pitch right here, and as I was talking about, he's a very confident pitcher when he's on the mound, as he does talk a lot. There'll be a little bit of chirping, but very respectful kid, great kid. He's going to play for Odessa College. As he committed to Odessa College, a good JUCO program. That back of the head you're looking at is Jessica. I'm just kidding. You can't see the back of her head. Dalen Jeffcoat stepping into the box.
You could only see her face just then.
Yeah.
Last week I spilled in the laundry on her. Running his mouth.
Yep. First pitch curveball. In for ball one. He come out with a curveball.
He did something that's very unlike him. He slowed down his arm.
He did right there. Dalen does like to jump on the first pitch fastball he sees. There, that one's another off speed, more like a slider right there. It was a little faster than his curve, right?
Yeah, that's him warm up. He's all over the place.
Yeah, so 1 ball, 1 strike here as Dalen went chasing on that one. There's a ball in the outside corner. That's the first fastball he saw. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dalen's going to be in a battle mode right here. Get his feet wide, work his hands. I expect something outside off the plate. There's a hardy ground ball. It's going to bounce right into the second baseman's hands, and he does get him out at first as he's second baseman to first base for out number 1. Yeah, we talked about it in the pregame that this turf is real bouncy. Ashton Mosley coming into the box as the 2-hole hitter, our second baseman, senior. Grayson Martindale on deck. There's a first pitch. Man, that one, I thought that one was a little outside as he calls that one a strike, as that was
here we go.
Another off speed. And that's what is that, 5 pitches and only 1 fastball we've seen? There's a foul ball for strike number 2 as that one comes back to the backstop.
I hope that was a fluke because it's an unhittable curveball and it starts on the white.
Yes, yeah.
In the middle of the other ball.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think it crossed the plate.
No, it never does.
Yeah. So there's the curveball right there. I guess that one hung high. I don't know where that one missed.
That was I'm sorry I called that.
Yeah, I think that might be a makeup call from the game, the pitch before that you said was outside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Mr. Mosley. That one's inside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Mosley. We talked about it, how he throws a lot of curveballs, change-ups, off-speed stuff, and he hasn't disappointed in saying that was a foul ball that was coming right back at us.
I moved.
Yeah, good thing there's a net.
I never trust a net.
Or I'd be announcing with a tooth, 1 less tooth.
1 less teepees.
Yep. So we're going to run it back with a 2-2 count here on Mr. Mosley. He hung that fastball, but Ashton hit it out way early, and that was a way foul over there on the left side. But he did what you do with a hung curveball. Yeah, didn't sit on it long enough. That's what you'll get if somebody you start tracking his curveball. I mean, you can see somebody, he hangs one on the inside plate a little high. I see one hit one of those buses over there.
He'll throw it outside. Right here.
There it is again, but that was high. So Ashton Mosley's worked the full count. Almost every pitch is a curveball here.
He does throw a lot of curveballs.
Yeah.
He's at like 70%. Even last time he played it.
Yeah. Ashton Mosley fouls that one off to the right side.
Curve.
Yeah. Ashton Mosley putting a good at bat here, as a nice quality at bat as he started down 0-2. Come back and battle a full count. Now this is the 8th pitch. There's a ground ball to shortstop. He's going to try to run it out, and he think he's going to make it, and he does. He's safe. Oh! They call him out right there. That looked like he was safe as the ball come bouncing in. I thought he was safe for sure, but they're going to call him out for out number 2. And we got Grayson Martindale coming up to bat. I wouldn't follow the camera, but as you see, if you're following the camera, there's a pole right there at first base, so you're not going to be able to see him. So yeah, we're just going to have to take my word for it. He was safe. The umpire called him out.
He was there by a step.
I thought for sure, and it wasn't a great throw by Rowan, as he did backhand it, but he bounced it up there, and playing on turf, you can trust that bounce. Grayson Martindale watches that one high for ball 1, so that one was a curveball again. Every batter's been a first pitch curveball. There's more of a slider right there. Right? He's changing his speed on his breaking balls.
Yep. I think think it's definitely either a slur. Or,
Yeah. He got that one. He got Grayson kind of chasing on that one. And I think that's what's difficult. Usually a lot of people, you have your fastball, maybe change your speed, but it's not going to curve like that. And then, but he's throwing like a curveball, a slider, slurve, whatever you want to call it. And those are two different speeds.
Yeah.
And they're breaking pretty good. Grayson Martindale looking at a 1-2 count here with 2 outs. There's a fastball. He fouls that one off. So we're going to go again with the 1-2 count.
He has a pretty live fastball. He's not going to blow it fast.
No. He's probably sitting at, I would guess, 84, 85 on his fastball.
Yeah.
But he's probably dropping that curve to low 70s.
It's low 70s, upper 60s.
Yeah, you're right.
It is hard to hit.
Yeah. So your fastball seems a lot faster when you can drop that off speed down that low. So, and then you start thinking, it's when baseball kind of turns into a chess match. I'm sitting on this, but I'm gonna look at this. There's Grayson watching that one outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He was tempted. He did a good job of swinging until he wasn't.
Yeah, you're right. He looking fastball and held up on that breaking.
Mm-hmm.
Grayson, 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the top of the first inning, 0-0. Did he wear that one? He's got to wear that one as that's a ball 3. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he looks at his dugout like, yeah, I should have worn that. He looked over there and he's patting his chest like, yeah, that's on me. So full count right here.
I think we're going to see a fastball.
That was a hard hit ball to the left side.
That's a good ball.
Foul ball, yeah. So, what we're doing good here is we are working the counts deep. So, that might not seem like much here in the first inning, but if we can continue that throughout the game, with his wrist movement and elbow movement on his pitches, we might fatigue him a little bit quicker.
Yep.
There's a battled it off right there for another foul ball, so we're going to run it back again with the full count.
It's in that 21 pitches this one.
Already, right? And that's a lot for only 2 batters. Two up, 2 down, and then the third batter still. That's a lot of pitches.
That's right. And just keep going through here. On a lot of breaking balls.
There's a ground ball to shortstop. Rowan's going to scoop it up. He's going to make a hard throw. And they do get the out for out number 3. So the Mustangs go 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first inning. We're going to the bottom of the first. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACTF and 105.5. I'm here with LT, and we'll be back in 90 seconds. We're back here in Seminole as the Mustangs go 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first inning. Now we're in the bottom of the first, still tied 0-0. We got Rowan Donaldson doing a do up as their leadoff, and then let's see, and then we got Michael Davis. Is that his name? Let's see, no, Michael Ray. Batting second, Obed Ray as the pitcher in the hole. So Trace looking pretty good in the warm-ups. The wind's blowing, and it feels like it's picking up heading out there. If you're looking at the flags, going dead center. Yeah, you're right. So
there's like a 10-mile-an-hour uptick in the wind.
Yeah, it's blowing right there. I think they turned the switch of the wind on as they came up to bat. First pitch strike right there for Tag.
Alien Austin.
Yeah, he does really well. He'll start creeping that pitch on the outside a little bit more, and he'll see what he can get away with. There's a curveball. And his side jams him before he fouls it off. Strike number 2.
How that missed every vehicle behind us, I'll never know.
Well, yeah, you're scared to park in their parking lot because you just know you're going to get hit.
Yeah. I parked way back there in the back of this one.
That one misses high for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Rowan. The shortstop for the for the Indians. He made 2 plays in that top half of the inning.
We tried.
That one, good pitch right there as he barely battled that one off.
We said for the Mustangs, we tried.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Talking to the summer, but like, Rowan, you look good in some black and gold.
His dad does work for WCS.
Is that where he works? Yeah. So he goes that way.
Yep.
Here's a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss as he gets some chases. Good pitch. Yeah, Rowan. That one was way out there. He went rolling forward. Michael Ray.
A great pitch.
Yep. Michael Ray playing first base for the Indians here. Obed Reyes, their pitchers on deck. Good start right there for Tag.
4 pitches. Yeah.
Yes.
Just keep it there.
Yeah. That one misses inside barely, I would think. Yeah.
You catch that in.
Yeah, you're right. Obed's taking his time to get the foul ball. All right, Tag back on the mound. 1 ball, no strikes. That one just missed inside. There's a foul ball. So it's probably going to hit my car. Yeah. Wilcox Insurance. Give them a call if it is hitting yours. Even if you're in Seminole, you can call them.
There you go.
Coach T Arena's here in the stands. That one misses outside for ball 1. Or ball 2, sorry. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here on Michael Ray.
Michael Ray, a lefty for
Yeah.
the Seminole Indians.
Yes.
He's going to try to pitch the left field.
There's a pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. Trace is painting the corners right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the second batter here in the bottom of the first inning. Mustangs tied 0-0.
We're going to try to hit him inside.
There's going to be a ground ball to Evan at shortstop. He scoops it up. He's going to make that throw. And we are going to get out of first. So there's that 6-3 cutout for the Mustangs as we're going to Obed Reyes, the pitcher, the 3-0, coming up to bat with 2 outs. Evan had to go to his right just a tad. He was still able to center it up, get a ball, or scoop it up and make a hard throw to first.
Obed, their pitcher tonight.
Yes, Obed.
He is a good hitter.
Yeah, he's a good hitter. First pitch strike. Off speed right there. That's a little different than Obed when he was pitching. He was coming first pitch off speed every time. Tag switched it up. He's done a couple of fastballs, and then that one was off speed right there. That one just misses outside for ball 1. Maybe low.
The thing about Obed is he's not actually trying to get the strike on the second or third. He's trying to get you to swing.
Yes, yeah. He thinks you're coming out looking fastball, which a lot of times batters are. As he fouls that one off to the Mustang bullpen for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning.
And you keep this high and outside right here.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like he likes to go the other way. That one stays high as it doesn't break down for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Mustangs brought a student section here. We got the JV team sent to our right. Oh, there it is. Strike number 3. Tag gets out of that 3-3 down. They're going to go to the top of the second inning. 5-0. And you're listening to Andrew Mustang Baseball on KACTF from 105.5. I'm here with LT, and we'll be back in 90 seconds. And we're back as Braden Williams just stepped into the box. Sees the first pitch fastball. I'm surprised. Yeah, that one sent high for ball one. So if you're listening on the radio, Table Cafe, new restaurant in Andrews, go get some. Heard it was good. Heard they have some good breakfast. So that one, breaking ball on the inside gets the play for strike one. I heard they have good breakfast and chicken fried steak.
They do. That's good.
Yes. 1-1 strike here on Braden. That one went way outside. Braden being patient right here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Danielle Lee agrees with us as she comments saying we are working that pitch count. And that's that hidden game within the game.
That is, no matter what level you're at.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. There's a good idea right there as he gets that fastball low outside. It goes foul to the right side, but he tried to push it down the line. Very smart. 2 balls, 2 strikes though here on Braden. No outs.
You got tire shoes.
Tire shoes.
Mom needs to buy him some Velcro shoes.
Yeah. Velcro, there should be a law.
Duct tape and Velcro.
Where's that executive? Should be a law.
Sport.
If you play sports, wear Velcro. He sat on that just a tad, but he ends up pulling it as there was an outside curveball. They get him out at first, so it was that curveball. He sat on it, but not long enough to try to, like you talked about. Yeah. He's already rolling his wrist. Try to push
it and drive your home. Yeah. You're really heavy and trying to overhit the ball.
Yeah. Katie Mendoza coming up. The Lady Mustangs win 10-3 over the Seminole Maidens. Is what they don't go by Lady Indians. I guess the Lady Indian is a maiden. The ball's way outside. Just a bit outside. And I'm seeing that Rodney Lopez coming up to watch some baseball on Mustang Line.
Rufus Williams here.
Rufus Williams here too, yeah.
Danny Porter.
Yeah. Ooh, miss. Caden thought he sat down on that one, but on the curveball, kind of at his feet. I love it. I love seeing these fans, making the short trip to Seminole. There's a hard hit ball to left center. They're trailing it. Center fielder and right fielder are trailing it, and center fielder gets underneath it for an out. As I thought maybe kind of just floated up there a little bit. Round number 2. So
where'd that wind from the first one?
Yeah, it's dead. The Texas flag ain't even moving right now.
But the wind here in a minute.
Yeah, they'll turn the switch on as they're running out of the dugout. So, hey, Evan Munoz up to bat. Chinito, he's put himself he's got some good district numbers. I think he's batting just under 500 in district. One of the top batting averages, top 4, I think, out of the team in district. So he's looking pretty good at the plate. Swinging a foul tip to the backstop. Not a bad swing right there. He got what he was looking for right there in a fastball.
He put a good swing on it.
Yeah, he did.
Let's drive it over to right field.
Yep.
It was a double.
We're in the top of the 2nd inning, tied 0-0. Evan watches that one for a strike as a curveball gets the outside corner. So. Janito looking at a 0-2 pitch here. There's a ground ball. It's going to get to second base. It's chopping. They're going to scoop it up and go to 1, and that's 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 2nd inning. Mustangs going to the bottom of the 2nd. Tied 0-0, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACTF and 105.5. I'm Dimitri, and we'll be back in 90 seconds.
Gonna be aggressive.
Oh, I took a strike. We're back here as the Mustangs are going into in the bottom of the second. First pitch strike for Trace against Eloy Messias. I believe this is his last name. Yep, that's it. Eloy playing third base for the Indians. That one misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike to start the bottom of the second inning. Tied 0-0 so far. It's been 3 up, 3 down for both teams. So 2 balls, 1 strike here on Eloy.
Everybody wanting a strike right there. That's a framing job.
Yeah, that one's high on the outside, right?
If you need to learn how to frame, you can ask Peyton Williams. He'll show you how to nail your fingers together.
Yeah,
Good framing.
Framing himself, yeah. That one was a foul ball to the right side for a long strike, number 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Speaking of the golf team right there?
Yeah.
Joe Cannon. And
speaking of framing your fingers to a board and framing out, go to our sponsor, PRMC.
Yes. That one goes in for a ball. So full count here for tag. Yeah, I think PRMC fixed up both your kids within the last month.
Yes, they have.
Somebody nailed one.
Nailed the finger and then sliced the finger. And then
who's that? Riley Ellison and Joe Cannon.
And
there's our ball strike. Oh, they called that a ball 4. That was a great frame. So they're going to get the first base runner of the game is Eloy right here in the bottom of the second inning. Trace doesn't walk a lot of people.
We're definitely going to see a bunt from the lefty coming up here in the 9.
Yeah, you might. See number 9 being.
Yeah, I could also see a pickoff here.
Yes. I don't know. I'm not real familiar with Eloy's speed. Allen is up to bat right here. Allen Madrid. He's playing center field. He's probably got some speed, so I wouldn't be surprised as he swings and misses right there for strike 1. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bunt with a center fielder up the bat right here.
And pitch out right here.
Yeah, I might too.
Pitch out. See if we can't get him.
Not a huge lead over there. He's not going. He does swear for a bunt. Looks like Grayson's going to catch that one as he. Ooh, Dalen's got to be on the base right there. As we do get an out right there, and Grayson catches that bunt, that bunt pop up, and he just goes straight to first. I don't think Dalen knew he had a chance right there, but if he does a typical Dalen stretch, he might be able to get that out right there.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah, it was a lot closer than.
And Messias, he was just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, he was.
He was just chilling right there.
Yep. Either way, the sacrifice didn't work. Mustangs get an out right there.
Oh, got him.
Good, oh, safe as he slides in. It's a good pickoff move right there for Trace. Now we got Steven Davis. He's playing second base for the Indians. He's up to bat. I don't think we're going to see a bunt here. There's a swing and a miss. These last 2 batters have come up swinging and some pitches that were up high in the zone or out of the zone probably.
They have. I think
you can learn from that and get them to chase a little bit. No runner. That ball's must miss low.
Started at his hip.
Yeah.
Ended at his thighs.
Yeah. I think he caught it low. So 1 ball, 1 strike here in the bottom of the second inning. Mustangs tied 0-0. They got a runner on first. There's a leadoff walk here in the second inning.
I see a hit and run right here.
There's a ball in the outside corner for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strike. And I don't know if you hadn't been to the Seminole Stadium. It's a nice stadium, pretty nice field here. But they have poles that are in no matter which way I look, there's something. I got a blind spot somewhere. There's a weak ground ball to shortstop. He's going to go to second. We do get that out. We get that out at second. But so fielder's choice as he is safe. We didn't even make the throw to first. So 2 outs. Still runner on first as they just switch places. But if I look to right, first base is in that pole's in the way of my first base. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My right field, there's just poles everywhere. So
it reminds me of the new field that they built in Brownwood.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's a lot like that one, which was a nice. They had grass field up until this year, just like the Mustangs. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning.
I can see
that ball just misses outside on this left-handed pitcher batter.
In Brownwood, Texas. Grass field is very hard to make work in.
Yeah.
With no rain.
Come into May it started looking good in Andrews, but it was hard to maintain, dry. That's gonna hit the batter. A rare hit by pitch by Trace right there as he kind of held on to that ball and hit him in the lower thigh. So we're gonna have 2 runners on. Number 3, Jason Robledo. Jason spelled different than most Jason. It's Jaycen.
Like Jason.
Jason, yeah, Jason Robledo. Jason playing. Oh no, Allen was the catcher. Jason's playing center field.
There's Caden
Fields. Golf team won district, right?
They did. First and second.
That ball misses outside. First and second team. So we're both going to area or regionals, and then I think, from what I understand, both teams have a chance to go to state.
They are very good.
Yes.
Of course, all roads lead to Bridgeport.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
They're a bit of a powerhouse in golf, just like us, and that's going to be a great match.
Yep.
Saw them at the state
warm-up.
preview.
Yep. 2 balls, no strikes. That one misses high. As Trace has lost a little bit of command right here in the second inning as he walked the first batter, got 2 outs, and then he hit the fourth batter. So they got 2 on, a runner on first and second here in the bottom of the second inning. And then now they got a 3-0 count here on this batter. That one does not catch as they get 4 bases loaded as he walks another one here in the second inning. And I mentioned as he walked the leadoff, it was an uncharacteristic walk. And that's 2 in this inning. And I don't think he didn't have a walk in the whole game last game. And I'm not sure if he did in the game before either that he pitched.
He did not.
Yeah, so he showed some really good command up until right now as his pitch count has gotten just as high as Obed's. So bases loaded. There's a hit to left field. Zach Cabrera is going to get underneath it, and just like a center forward, he catches it. So the Mustangs are going to the top of the third inning. Tied 0-0 as a little bit of a jam there. So you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KCTF from 105.5. I'm here with LT, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. Gracias. As the Mustangs are going into the top of the third inning, tied 0-0 as been pretty quick work. Trace did get himself bases loaded, but he was able to get out of that jam. Zach Cabrera up to bat now, playing left field, watches the first pitch strike.
That's the second at bat. Or the first pitch.
Fastball. That one misses way outside as he tries to do a curveball.
So he's sitting at 35 pitches, and I'd say at least 28 of them have been curved or off speed.
Yep. Swing and a miss for Zach Cabrera as he's going to have a 1-2 count now here in the top of the third inning. Jay Sean DeBose on deck and Rocky Stevens in the hole. 1-2 count. That one misses way high and outside. Zach Cabrera is looking at a 2-2 count.
See if we can't work a walk here.
Yeah. He's got Zach swinging twice, or yeah. No, first pitch strike was looking, swinging the next one. But he's been pretty wild on the other three, and those balls haven't even been close. Now we have a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes here with Zach Cabrera, who has speed, be big if he can get on. These next 2 have some speed. There's a foul ball. Let's see if it's going to get out of play as their third baseman is going for it, and he does not get it as it hits the top of their dugout. Zach Cabrera lives to see another pitch on this full count.
Good pitch and a good foul ball there by Zach.
Yeah, it really was a good battle right there. See if his off speed hasn't been in the zone in this at bat. The 3 strikes have been, or the 2 strikes and then that foul ball have been fastballs. Zach hits a ground ball to shortstop. He's gonna scoop it up and he throws that one, and they do get him out at first for out number 1. So 1 out. The Mustangs are have not got a hit yet, and I'm not scared to jinx Obed. If it was the other way around, I would not mention it. But Jay Sean up to bat. Look at their third baseman playing deep. I wouldn't mind seeing a bunt right here to the third baseman.
They're comfortable
With their speed, yeah. That ball misses outside for ball 1. He's still playing deep. You know, typically most third basemen, even in normal alignment or even with the third base, he's about 6 feet behind it.
Yeah.
You know, with Jay Sean's speed, I'd like to see a bunt over there. Swing and a miss on an off speed right there for Jay Sean.
Jay Sean has that home run power.
He does. The wind's not blowing for us, so he's going to have to use every bit of it. There's a ground ball to a shortstop. He's going to have to come and get it. Jay Sean's digging, and he does make it. Rowan is a very good shortstop, and he's showing it today as he's made about 6 plays already.
Yeah.
Rocky Stevens, the DH. I think he might have earned himself as the DH spot here last week last Friday, as he looked really comfortable at the plate.
He really did. He had some good at bats.
Yeah.
He worked a couple walks and put in a tough rock.
That ball catches the outside corner for strike 1. I was talking about Rocky after the game, and I said, you know, he's never had a pitcher too fast for him. He's never strikes out. And I told him, and I said, you've been swinging a 34-inch bat since you were 8. And all he could do was laugh because he knew he was using his brother's bat. You know? 1 ball, 1 strike. That's our. Oh, they call that one. That looks low. They call that a strike as he checks one. So Rocky's going to be a 1-2 count. That's our student section making those clapping noises, trying to get loud for the Mustangs. There's a hard hit ball to left field, but it looks like it's going to hang up, and the left fielder's underneath it, just like round number 3. Good hit. Yeah, that's definitely Rocky. Yeah, that's one of the warning tracks. So the Mustangs go 3 up, 3 down again, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KCTF at 105.5. I'm here with LT, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. And we're back here in Seminole. The Mustangs are in a deadlock 0-0 score going in the bottom of the 3rd inning with the Seminole Indians. Trace coming back out, walked 2 batters and had a hit by pitch.
Yep.
Seminole's back to the top of their lineup and rolling. First pitch strike right there. Rowan struck out with a, we talk about knowing him with an uncharacteristic chase on that way outside pitch. And then he takes a hit by pitch again right there for Trace as he hits another pitcher. Rowan gets himself a, hits his elbow.
And it hits his hands. Which are hanging over the plate.
Yeah.
I miss the days of them saying at least I can avoid.
Try to avoid it, yeah.
Try to turn your shoulder.
Some umpires still go by that rule.
We ran into a few of them last year.
Yeah.
Actually, on this field, it was pretty close to the exact same type of game.
Yeah, Michael Ray. Ooh, that was close. Pickoff move for tag. Rowan slides in. Rowan does have speed. Very good athlete over there. Michael Ray, the lefty. First baseman. See if he squares up right here. Grayson playing the bunt as he's playing grass. Grayson don't play too much deeper than that in normal alignment. Rowan's got a big old lead. There's a foul tip to the backstop for strike one. Big game today has district championship implications. If Mustangs can win, they'd be atop by themselves. Essentially 2 games up on both teams.
Mm-hmm.
Trace keeping Rowan close there with another pickoff attempt.
Yeah, people standing everywhere.
Yeah, it is packed. The Seminole Indians fans did show up. Andrews fans definitely showed up, making the short drive. He does square up. As Trace is going to get it, he's going to go one. Dalen, they get that out as they do get a sacrifice punt. 1 out. They do now have a runner on second and Rowan with Obed Reyes coming up to bat. I think Obed grounded out his first at bat.
He did. He hit it to short?
I believe so, yeah. No, Obed struck out. Yeah, so the number 11, the next one, he's the one that hit it, or he walked. So Obed did strike out his first at bat. Rowan, runner on second, 1 out. There's a first pitch strike. Ooh, he wanted to call that, and he did not. Braden turning around saying, "Where did that miss?" That looked like a strike for sure. I was already calling it. Yeah, he started to go to the right, but he said no. We're in Seminole. One misses outside for ball 2.
That was the first pitch strike he called on Rowan.
Yes, I agree. 2 balls, no strikes. They got a runner on second.
He's going to try to hit this in the second.
That one's outside. So 3-0. We'll see if Tag can battle back right here. 1 pitch at a time is typically the approach you need to make. Right here, this is the difference of Tag and Cade. Cade would take a little reset. Tag's back up and down that mound. He's ready to go. There's a first pitch strike. First strike right there for 3 balls, 1 strike. And that was even looked like the pitch that hit Rowan as his hands were hanging over his bat.
Yeah, I think I'm all right here.
Yeah, you got bases, yeah.
You got a double play opportunity.
Big lead over there at second. He's not going. There's a foul ball to the right side. So now we got 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that right there would have been a walk had he not swung as it was high. So you're not really going to give him a cheeseburger, so to speak. See what we got. Payoff pitch here. Runner on second. That one misses outside. So now they got a runner on first and second. 1 out. Maybe get a ground ball here. I believe they have Steven. No, this is Eloy Messias, the third baseman. Yep. He had a walk. As they're going to pinch run their pitcher. Courtesy run, I guess you could say. Yeah, if we can get a ground ball, maybe get a double play here. That would be the hope. That's why the walk wasn't too catastrophic there. As long as you can execute right here, maybe get a ground ball or.
This coach is very aggressive. He may hit and run to try to advance this one to the third and fourth. Bad he does some crazy stuff.
Yeah. I think there's a pretty big drop off in stats with that. They're going as he's going to get him in that ball there. Runner steal as they do a double steal right there. As they do get in on a ball one. Tough play right there for Braden as he had to backhand that way over there on the right side. So now the infield's going to play up. We're going to protect that run. It takes away the double play. So
we've got to be better about recognizing that.
Yeah, he had a big lead in the 2 previous pitches.
That's a tough one. We've been playing these guys long enough to know exactly what they're planning on doing.
Foul ball right there for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
This coach is like to
Yes.
exactly how he works. He gets runners in a position where he can end up with 2 out, a double play to end the inning. He's going to try to steal it.
Yeah, let's see what we see if Trace can get out of this jam. 1 out. They got 2 on, a runner, 2nd and 3rd. This was kind of the situation they had in the game. The last inning, the top of the 7th inning in Andrews earlier this season, where the runner just took off, and we were able to get him out, but the umpire disagreed. So 2 balls, 1 strike here with 1 out. Trace trying to get out of this jam. There's a swing and a foul tip for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. As I was saying, I think looking at the stats, there is a pretty big drop off from their top 3, top 4 batters, in their stats. So, that walk that we were talking about wasn't too big. Tag did have some command issues in the bottom of the lineup in the previous inning.
Yeah, with the lefty batters,
Yeah. Strike 3, yes, got him. As Braden had it till he called it, then 2 outs. But that one, I thought he was going to play. Great pitch right there for Trace.
I could hear everybody in these kids.
Oh, they were getting ready to blow up on that blue right there. And now we got 2 outs, 2 on, runner on 2nd and 3rd. Mustang's trying to get out of this jam. This is Allen as the first pitch swing and a miss. This is their catcher, Alan Madrid.
He's no slouch. He hits the
No,
ball hard.
yep. He's 0 for 1 today. There's a hard hit ball to the right side that's going to hit a pole and come back into our right fielder.
Whoever that is in the red shirt, John Chu.
Yeah, because it hit the pole in front of him.
Yeah. I don't know. You just go buy a lottery ticket.
I think that's old Robbie.
I think I throw an outside curveball right here.
Yeah, let's see. We got 0-2 count with 2 outs. See if Tech can get out of this without. Oh, you had him, Braden. Yeah, no, I understand. He liked him. Braden faked the throw to 3rd. Rowan thought it was going, and he was going to try to come home. And it was going to be a catch and pitch and probably a rundown. Rowan knew he was toast. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Get him outside. There's a swing and a miss. Strike number 3, and Tag gets out of it. We're going to the top of the 4th inning, getting out of the jam, leaving 2 on. We're going to the top of the 4th inning. 0-0. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KHTF from 105.5. I'm here with LT, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. Then we're back as we had just an exciting bottom of the 3rd inning as the Mustangs had a walk, had 2 walks, right? No, a hit by pitch and a walk. And sacrifice bunt to get the hit by pitch to 2nd, and then the double steal to get them both to 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. And Trace comes out and gets 2 strikeouts. And didn't show any stress. Looked very confident up there.
Yeah.
We got Dalen Jeffcoats, the the leadoff batter for the Mustangs, the senior leadoff. Probably looking first pitch curveball here. What do you think?
No, I think he's going to try to get ahead of the fastball.
With the fastball? I think Dalen, he comes up looking for fastball. Let's see if we can get one to left center right there. Maybe right center, man. That's deep over there. That's a off speed. There's more of a slider right there for ball one.
He hit the spot.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
I got coach over there asking where that missed. Bro,
It was way out. It was high, too.
That's
the 1-0 pitch.
I think that's an easy pitch.
He held back on that one as he watched that. Too high, yeah.
If you watch his hands and his feet,
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what you're talking about there.
He doesn't do it. He doesn't let it every 2 or 3 pitches.
It can mess up somebody's timing. That one's going to get the outside corner for strike one. Dalen should have been expecting that pitch right there, 2-0. He can't go 3-0, so he's looking for that pitch right there. Maybe he's looking for it again right here. That one's outside. 3-1 count for Dalen Jeffcoat. Dalen's job is to get on base, as he does so well.
We'll get him rolling. They're throwing motion. Eerily.
Yes, I agree. The real vicious with it.
Falling off the side of it.
There's a ground ball to third base. A good backhand right there as he's going to throw it. He does get it out, man. Great play for that third baseman right there. That was a hard hit ball. They short hopped him on a backhand right there. And, he very calmly picked that ball and he hard throw to first and gets that out.
That's the only time I wish we were playing grass.
Yes, oh yeah.
That's not an easy play.
You're right. That, especially with dirt or,
When turf, they call those candy hot. Really, you're going to take a one hot.
There's a hard. He's going to go right back at the third baseman again. He's making another throw. A 2 straight plays for the third baseman. And now we got 2 outs, 2 up, 2 down. Grayson Martindale on the bat. Right now we don't have a hit, but we're not striking it. We're putting the ball to the plate. So just keep doing that. Work 54 pitches here with Obed as he's feeling comfortable. He's already on the mound. Grayson Martindale trying to get something started in the 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. 0-0. There's a foul ball that's going to go to one of those vehicles, I would like to think. Yeah. Grayson Martindale looking at an 0-1 pitch.
0-0 here in the top of the 4th.
Close game. That one misses outside. Close game, as we expected. Pitching duel. The only one that, Trace has shown more has been a little bit more fragile, and he's gotten out of it both times. Bases loaded in the bottom of the 2nd, and then 2 on, 1 out, bottom of the 3rd. There's a ground ball to shortstop as we're just all out in front of it, making ground balls and getting them routine plays. So we're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. 0-0, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KCTF on 105.5. I'm here with LT, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. Oh, so keep going. All right, so we're in the middle of the 4th inning. Mustangs are trailing. Tied 0-0.
He's got us out on the front foot. He throws enough jumps. Nobody's comfortable sitting back. But I got to say, with less than 2 strikes, we need to be late.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. We're hitting ground balls. We're hitting ground balls to the left side, so it shows us we're a little early.
He's not going to blow it past.
No, he's not going to blow it past us.
85.
That's one of those situations where you kind of trust your hands. You know what I mean? Sit back on it, trust your hands, and it might be late.
Get in the hitting position.
Yes.
And just use your hands and drive the ball.
Yeah, you're right. And that's kind of the situation. We're rolling over. We're a little early. We might be off timing because of his off speed and stuff, and then we're rolling over and making, those are some hard, like the 2 to third base are hard hit balls, if one of Dalen's is is 2 feet to the left. He's standing on 3, you know, and then he might be scoring on one of those other ones, you know. So
it's just that place.
And that's what I'm saying.
Back a little longer and grab it.
We haven't got a hit yet, but we are. Yeah, we are. Trace is going to start with the first pitch. Top fly. It looks like Caden Mendoza is going to come up under there, and just like a can of corn, catches it over there in right field. 1 pitch, 1 out, which Trace needs after he's kind of struggled with the first in the last 2 innings. Is that Ross?
It is.
Ross Tiarina playing for Lubbock Christian here. Showing up.
Oh, he's got a Cubs hat on.
Yeah, he's still pursuing his baseball career over there at LCU. I am a Rangers fan. You know I am. They're the first
talking to me today.
They playing today?
The Cubs could have beaten them.
Oh yeah, the Rangers were on 7-1. I think they beat them yesterday too, didn't they? There's a ball that Zach Brer is going back. He's going to get underneath and make the leaping. I don't know if he needed to leap.
That wasn't a can of corn, but it was a can.
No, it was not a can of corn. You know,
you were screaming inside.
I'm a big Rangers fan, and I watch them, but I have 4 kids, and I don't have time. I haven't got to sit down and watch a game yet.
You know, I downloaded with my cell phone to the phone. I have the MLB channel now.
Yeah.
MLB TV, so I get to watch
at work.
Games. No.
There's a first pitch strike.
And I get an update.
Yeah. First pitch strike, tag looking good.
There, the Cubs, the Rangers,
yeah. Center fielder for the Indians. Trace seems to have found it. This is number 3, Jason Robledo. After that, Trace is he's pumping strikes here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
I think he found it.
Yeah. You see, there's a hard hit ball to left field, left center. You see who's going to come up and get it. That one lands in front of Zach. As that kid, he gives up his first hit. That was some good hustle by Zach and all of them really. As that one just kind of found what we call the Bermuda Triangle right there.
It did. I think Evan was going back. I think he got called off.
Yeah, and Zach tried to get it.
Yeah. I'd say in that situation, I want Evan to pitch that.
It looked like he had to step on it.
Even though he was running backwards, he's made a dozen of those catches this year.
Yes. There's a first pitch strike. You know,
I'm gonna phase him. He's gonna come on his phone strike.
We talked about it, at the house in our post-game meetings that our family has at the kitchen table. That Trace gets better as the game goes on a lot of times.
He does. He's gonna try to pick me.
Good move as he did.
They may try to make something happen here if we throw the ball away.
This is Oscar up to bat. Oscar Jalva. We're going to get him out. If the defense is stealing, Brandon throws him out. There's a clock stealing. So we're going to go to the top of the 4th inning. 0-0. Minutes the Andrews nothing baseball. I'm here with Elkian. What a throw by Brandon. We'll be back in 60 seconds. We're back here in Seminole as the Mustangs are now in the top of the 5th inning. Still tied 0-0. Braden Williams, we got the 4-5-6 hole coming up for the Mustangs. Braden Williams trying to lead us off. Braden throws him out, and I look at you and say it's great throw, and the next thing you know, he's up at the box ready to go. I don't know where that gear, he just like snapped his finger, so. There's a hard hit ball high to the right field. I think he's going to camp under it, and I'm assuming he caught it, but the pole was behind him, so it's going to be out number 1.
First pitch, that fastball.
Jared Stewart texting me right now. He's a Andrews alum playing and pitcher, and he tells me Tag's fastball has some movement on it. He's sitting right here behind him. A couple scores going around district. Greenwood tied or winning 5-0 over Seminole. Over Monahan. Sorry. Fort Stockton beating Pecos 2-1. There's a ball outside, so we're looking at a 2 balls, 1 strike count here on Caden Mendoza. Caden had himself a big swing. Caden's brother, I think it's his birthday today.
Oh man,
hit a home run. Yeah, we hit a home run today on his birthday, from what I gather. Happy birthday to Jason Mendoza, and congratulations on your home run. See if big brother can follow up here. Oh, and that's a foul ball as he started. That's a foul ball, so two strikes. I thought they were gonna. He didn't go at it. Let's see if it hit him, because they're gonna say he didn't go. He didn't swing. We'll just see where it hit him. I'd like to see a base runner right here.
He's gonna say he swung. I haven't seen him already.
Yeah. Are you saying that because we're in Seminole?
No, you can see his mouth.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he swung.
I didn't think he swung.
He's got
but I thought it hit the knob.
Yeah, foul ball. Yeah. He has no glasses on. He had to take his hat off to even see the other umpire talk. So he didn't see it. He was over there just lollygagging around talking. Didn't see it. Look at him covering his eyes.
Yeah. He didn't swing.
He wasn't covering them a minute ago.
Yeah, you're right. He didn't swing, so if it either hit him or hit the knob. I didn't think it hit the knob.
I think at that position, he's just got to say, look, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
And it's your call. He comes over here and moves the boys.
Yeah, and they're asking. He's asking the catcher, what'd you see? He's asking Caden, what'd you see? They didn't see the same thing, I'm sure. Whitehead always seems calm when he's talking to the ump. When I've talked to him, he said he's not saying calm things.
I got it, and he shouldn't be, because that's the difference in a base runner. And that was inside your more foot inside of where we hit low.
Yes, oh yeah, for sure. There's a hard hit ball to the left side, and it's going to be foul. As Caden is not able to sit on that one, hit it hard. That's what Caden does when he does hit it. Two count here on Caden Mendoza. There's a ground ball. It's going to be up the middle. Rowan's going to have to charge it. Caden's trying to run it out, and he calls him out. That was a great play. I think he was out there. Gets in there just a step late. That's a tough play for the shortstop here. High bounce is going to have to make a good throw.
He's quick with his hands, and he really took a little ball to get it.
Yeah. Rowan playing shortstop right now, and Obed pitching. When they'll switch, and Obed will go, and they don't lose much at shortstop.
No.
With those two, they're two athletic kids. Chinito up to bat with 2 outs. That ball's going to be outside.
Which I can't say that I agree with. It's something I don't like about this Seminole coach, and I'd gladly have a conversation with him. Kids should not be going out there throwing 100 pitches and going back to play shortstop.
And then you're
hit the ball hit to him constantly.
Yeah, we talked about it. I bet Rowan's made 9 plays today. There's a hard hit ball. Chinito's going to get himself up. He gets the first hit of the game. That first hit of the game. As Evan Munoz gets in there, and I talked about it when he first at bat. He's quietly one of the top batters in district. We can just follow up right here and start hitting them in. Let's see what this third baseman does if he stays deep. I would like to see Zach punch one towards third.
He can bump that down third base.
Man, look how deep the third baseman is, and if Zach can run it right down. Now he's coming up now.
He can still bunt it.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's still not.
He's got to make a running throw.
Yeah, you're right. There's no pause right there. That was no pause. Yeah, they call it. They call the balk. Oh, I called it. They called the balk right there. He did not pause. So Evan Munoz over there at second now. You know, typically we don't see that call. You know, and I'm sitting here screaming as loud as I can without your hearing in the mic.
You would never scream.
But now we got a runner in scoring position here with Evan Munoz.
That's on that line.
Zach's due. Zach's due right here for a hit right over shortstop. Let's go. They're going to call time as I think runner on second, maybe changing signs. See if Zach Cabrera can get him hit right here. Big spot right here for Zach. Zach Cabrera, 0-0 count here. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Tied 0-0. Watch the pick. Ball high and outside for ball 1.
I'm pretty sure I smell buffalo wings.
Buffalo wings, yeah. I'm not sure. They don't have. What do they have?
It's a
here?
pickle.
Oh, it's a pickle. So what do you eat? Pickled buffalo wings?
Why not?
He said, why not? I'm not sure if that's on the menu at McAllister's, but yeah, they do have good crisp pickles.
They do have buffalo.
They do. 1-0 count here. Ooh, just out in front right there is Zach on strike 1. He's kind of lunging right there. Stay back, work your hands. Let's see if you can punch one to the left side, Zach.
That's what Evan did right there. He just kind of hung back, stepped back, and drove the ball opposite field, right center. And that's what you got to be thinking.
Mustang's trying to manufacture a run here. 70 pitches in go dead. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Pitches kind of piling up.
1-1 here.
He does like to be distracted by a runner over there on second. They're going to try to. There's a miss. That's a ball. Did they call that?
They did.
They called a strike. That looked like it was outside. So Zach looking at a 1-2 count. I was hoping that catcher would throw it. Nobody at second. Maybe the ball would get out to center field. Zach Cabrera, 1-2 count. There's a foul ball. He battles it off. So we're going to run it back with a 1-2 count as he does battle it off. And that's what you do when a pitch like that is. That was breaking right into his feet.
The only thing you can do is hit it or wear it.
2 strikes. I'd like to see it wear it, but you know, you're in defense mode. You want to make sure you battle it off. There's a hard hit ball. It's going high. They're running back. Left fielder's underneath it, and he does catch it. And Zach does make contact. We did get our first hit there in the top of the 5th inning, but we're not able to manufacture a run. So we're going in the bottom of the 5th, tied 0-0, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KCTF and 105.5. I'm Dimitri here with LT, and we'll be back in 1 minute. And we're back here in Seminole as the Mustangs are in a dead heat 0-0 score with the Seminole Indians. Going to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Demetra and I were just talking about that at bat with a runner on second. How we wanted to see a little Texas Leaguer.
Yeah, that's all we need, man. Trey Smith is outside right there for ball 1.
Let's see if we can get a little ground out here to start the fifth inning.
There's a first pitch. There's a strike right there. Probably going to call it. Yeah. This is the non-hole hitter for the Indians. Diego. That strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I think one guy is
Yeah, he is. So he keeps everybody in tense. Diego Cortez. He's playing right field. Rowan Donaldson up next.
So,
He had him off balance right there. For that, no, we're gonna run it back with a 1-2 count. We do have Cole warming up over there. He's getting ready in the bullpen. The closer is what Grammy calls him. Is Grammy still in town? Nope.
I haven't seen her.
I haven't seen her either, so she must be home. There's a defenseless swing that's going to the concession stand if you are over there.
Yeah, here at Seminole gives you $100 for every time.
Yeah, tell them.
Tell them KCT Radio said so.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
LT and Dimitri.
Yeah, there you go. Another 1-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. As he jammed him, tried to get in there. So out number 1 for the Mustangs with their top of their lineup. Rowan Donaldson coming up to that. Rowan struck out his first at bat, got hit by a pitch the second time. So as you get later in the game, we're coming to the championship innings, 5, 6, 7. You know, this is where every pitch counts. There's a ground ball. Braden's going to get, let it go foul. Good, smart play right there by Braden. Great smart play by Braden. If he was able to scoop that up his first, he was going to get it out. He missed it, and then he saw it was rolling foul. He's like, I'm going to let it roll foul.
Yep. Sometimes you get unlucky and that ball will hit in, go out, and roll back in if you don't go out.
Well, as soon as he saw it go foul and he touched it, had he been able to scoop it up, and we're lucky he didn't touch it and miss it. He tried to scoop it up barehanded, and it would have been an easy out had he been able to, but he missed it completely, and then it rolls foul. So there's a foul ball. So right there, we're 0-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Trace had 2. The 2nd and 3rd inning kind of struggled with command, walking a few, hitting a few, but now he's looks like he's found the zone. Braden's lined up way outside. And he goes inside for strike number 3. He gets him for round number 2. I don't know if Rowan felt Braden move out. I mean, that ball he was expecting outside, and that ball came right down the middle. He missed the spot.
He did.
Yeah. It really could, because Braden doesn't typically move out like that.
Yeah.
And he made a lot of movement, and the batter feels that. Yeah. So. Yeah. And then that ball comes right over the plate and full Rowan. So strike 3 for out number 2, and then he starts this batter.
He didn't feel like it was a strike, I feel like. I think he thought that was inside or something.
Michael Ray. Yeah, it was. It was a great pitch. Michael Ray up to bat. There's a I don't know where that one missed for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here as Michael Ray is, I think he's had 1 walk. He's 0 for 1 with the walk.
If you notice, we're not neither team
swinging a miss.
Outside or inside.
No, you're right.
But we will get the
You're getting at the curveball. Yes, you're right.
And you find that with a lot of umpires who don't have a lot of experience, because they're not picking that ball up and they see something completely different.
There's a weak ground ball. Looks like Trace is going to meet him over there. And then goes a high. Trace looks like Michael Irvin catching that ball, landing on home first base. So we go 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. Going to the top of the 6th, tied 0-0, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KCTF and 105.5. I'm Dimitri here with LT, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. Let's go. And we're back in Seminole as the Mustangs are in a 0-0 game right here with the Seminole Indians. We're going in the top of the 6th inning. Jay Sean DeBose, Rocky Stevens, and Dalen Jeffcoats do up. This game we talked about it in pregame. It's going to be a pitching duel. Only one hit for either team.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's.
Great pitch right there, and I guess it misses low. Woo. That one, I haven't seen a hook like that in all game. That was a great pitch.
That was a beautiful pitch. That's a textbook strike. Good thing it's a ball, though.
Look at him. He's showing. He's real animated up there on the mound. His old bed. He's moving his head like, he's a.
He's gonna try to throw that pitch on the outside corner now.
Yeah. Jay Sean misses that one. Swing and a miss. Yeah, that ball, that first pitch strike, or that was a ball. It started because he's on the right side of the rubber, and it started outside, then it comes inside, and then went right back over the plate. That one's outside. He brought a little juice on that one, and he does a little spin, 360 spin after that pitch.
He's definitely on the outside.
Yeah.
Like I was talking about earlier, him and Rowan have the same delivery.
Deshaun fouls that one off above our dugout over there to the first base side. Deshaun grounded out to the shortstop his first at bat, making contact. See if he can punch one right up the middle.
Did you notice he does a lot of falling off on the side?
Yes.
Curveball, fastball, and that's why it's hard to hit because it's hard to see that ball and then go.
Swing and a miss. For strike 3, out number 1. Now we got Rocky Stevens who hit a hard hit ball to left field his first at bat. See if he can want a line drive right here. He likes to go between second and third ground ball. See if he can punch one through them. They play deep, so they give themselves a lot of time to get those ground balls.
They do.
That one on the outside corner for strike 1. You hear me make that noise? That means I usually do not agree with umpire.
Yeah, that was way out there.
Yeah.
And like I said, you get a lot of those curveball calls with this umpire.
There's a strike 2 as he gets that one to the right side for foul ball. Watch that one. Good watch right there. Good take. Rocky's a very, very good disciplined hitter. There's a fly ball. It's going to right field. They're coming up to get it, and he does catch it for out number 2. So Dalen Jeffcoats with 2 outs.
You're going to see a line drive somewhere.
Yeah, he's due. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. 0-0 score. Only 2 hits in this game. That one's way outside.
All these kids follow each other on Twitter.
Yes, they do.
They know. Don't leave it hanging.
Dalen hits that one to the right side for strike 1.
Towards the softball field.
Yep. Somebody's car is getting stolen as the alarm is going off.
It's when you quit doing that, it's a problem.
There's a hard hit. It's going to be left field. Oh, it's just foul as it lands about 2 feet foul. As that third baseman, he did an animated foul call. I think he was hoping the whole time until it landed.
He was kind of willing that into it.
Yes, he was a little bit. Mustangs early on everything, as we talked about. Rocky was really good at trying to be late right there, just popping it up in the air. Dalen early ground ball on his last at bat to the third baseman. First one. Yeah, let's see. 1-2 pitch, 2 outs. I'd call time if I was Dalen right here. Yeah. That one's way outside. The ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Dalen. Trying to get something going here with 2 outs. And we got Ashton Mosley and Grayson Martindale due up after him. There's a hard hit ball. It's going over the center fielder's head. It's going to the fence. Really can hit that ball, and he does. As that center fielder thought he scratched it, gets over his head, hits the fence. You know, he was playing deep. As Dalen's sitting on 3. As he still was about a foot away from tracking that ball.
He was. They're quick out there. Great quick.
So Dalen's on second with our chance right here. I wouldn't mind. Obed does get a big. Sometimes he does a big windup. Maybe see Dalen steal. Yeah. He steps off, watching Dalen. Dalen does need to watch a pickoff. He's been picked off the second 2 times this year. They know his speed. Ashton Mosley in a big spot.
He did not stop.
He does not pause. He's got to pause. Pitcher needs to pause every time, and he's not. As he's already been called for that. He does that kind of double set, you know. So 1 ball, no strikes here, in a big spot for Mr. Mosley. Step out. Call time right here. Let's go, Ashton. Let's go. Pause is there. Curveball. That's one of those juicy ones as that gets in for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Ashton. Dalen will be going on the crack of the bat. So if it gets to the outfield, Coach Whitehead doesn't hold up. He sends them.
He should not hold up.
No, he does. In the years past, we saw a lot of that. Hard hit ball.
Get down.
Let's see if it's going down. It's going to right field. Oh, and he does catch it. If the right fielder catches it, he has to run. 100 yards, 50 yards to get to it. He does catch it. So Mustangs leave 1 stranded going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Tied 0-0, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACTF and 105.5. I'm here with LT, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. We're back here in Seminole as your mom giving you a shout out.
Well, hello, mother.
Got a good one. If you're just tuning in, we got a good one. Tied 0-0 here at the bottom of the 6th inning. There's a ball that going to the left center. Jayshawn Zacher chasing it. Jayshawn's glove. That was a run. They're going to go 3 right there. Firing it. He doesn't hit his cutoff. So leadoff triple for the Indians as they both ran far. Jayshawn ran into the fence, I think, as that ball hit. As that ball tipped his glove, Jayshawn ran. That'd have been a great catch.
I think he might have.
Was that Obed that just hit that? Yeah.
He might have hurt his thigh.
Yeah. Yeah, he ran through from center field. I don't even want to guess how far he ran, 75 feet to that ball, tips his glove, and he keeps on going. He is on the warning track. I think he might have ran into the fence as Zach and him were both going. Big hit right there for Obed. Leadoff triple, so the Mustangs are going to have to get out of this jam here. They're still, all the coaches, both of the coaches are out there looking at Jay Sean. He's laying down. They're stretching him, it looks like, so it might have been a cramp or hopefully not a pulled muscle.
Yeah, had a lot of ground to cover and covered it quick.
He did. Moving that fast, that ball just tips his glove. As they're working on Jay Sean, the infield is talking to Tag. Now we're talking about situational baseball right here. As they got a runner on third, no outs. You know, we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Trace has pitched really well, aside from the 2nd and 3rd inning where he did get himself in a jam, but was able to get out of it without leaving a run. Other than that, he's pitched really well. That was only the 2nd hit he's given up. So both pitchers have only given up 2 hits. But now, a sacrifice fly, maybe I imagine the infield's playing up.
Yeah,
they got to play up, you know, to protect the run. Deshaun's walking up, so he's walking it off. It looks like he's going back to his position. Great effort right there for both Zach and Jay Sean. Zach was kind of running backwards more or less. Jay Sean running sideways and back. Jay Sean had a beat on it. I believe he called Zach off last second. Just tips his glove. And then, you know, Jay Sean's on the ground. Zach had to get up and find the ball. Obed was able to get to third as we were trying to pick that ball up. A little wild on that throw-in, too. We didn't hit the cutoff.
We're sitting at their 4, 5, and 6 hole right now.
Yes. They have come. If Trace can get them chasing, these guys have come out swinging. First pitch swinging, maybe get them a high fastball.
Yep.
Pecos and Port Stockton tied 3-3 after 4.
That's a good game right there.
Yes.
Who else is playing tonight?
Greenwood and Monahans. So right now we have is this Steven coming up to bat? No, it looks like we have Eloy Messias up to bat. Eloy 0 for 1. Has a walk and a strikeout. Infield playing up. We got to protect that run from coming in as they got no outs. Runner on third. Situational baseball right here. They're gonna square up the bunt. Does not. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Trace, no room for error right here in this these next 3 batters. Squares up to bunt. Does not bunt. Pulls back for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Grayson's charging on that bunt, so they are getting a pretty big lead. Braden itching to throw him out. 1 ball, 1 strike. That ball misses. Evan trying to creep up behind him over there at third for a throw out. I'd like to see it.
He's moving out of that box.
Let's see.
So if he moves out of that box and he runs into that ball, he's out.
Yes.
Right there.
So 3 balls, 1 strike here on Eloy Messias. He squared up 3 times, but he's pulled back every time. Doesn't look like he's giving a good faith effort to bunt. Dalen has an arm. If he does bunt, we have a chance to go 1, come back 3. If we check the runner. There's a strike. Strike number 2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here on Eloy. Trey's still looking very confident up there. High fastball. Have him chasing. Let's go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on third. There's a swing and a miss. It's strike number 3 and now number 1. So in this situation now, the walk isn't terrible. As you can probably get a ground ball, maybe a double play.
They're going to steal him.
Yeah, they would steal him. Yes, you're right.
And they're going to challenge us to throw the ball. I'd go right after him here. He's grounded out to third.
Yeah, Alan Madrid, he's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. He does try to swing, tries to bunt. That's a strike 1. They are trying to lay the bunt down. This coach is very aggressive. He's not trying to hide what he's doing here. Grayson playing up. Infield's up. I would fake a throw one. Get that runner. Go home. And we are going to get the out right there.
On that play, there you go. The Mustangs, they tried to squeeze but and we get the out. And now there's a runner on first. 2 out. Great play right there for Trace and Braden. Mustangs do their job. Now we have 1 runner on first. Still score 0-0 with 2 out. Yeah, the idea that he was going to see him right there. You know, you got to wait for the throw to first. He was jumping that kid, and I saw him playing and run the whole time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, he hesitated, and the coach said, "Go."
Yeah,
you know.
That's all on him. And he does risky stuff like that all the time, and you know. Good on him. I mean, you know, he steals with one of his best batters in the last game against us. So good play by Trace.
Yes,
so
you're right.
Off that now.
Number 4, Steven Davis up to bat now.
We tried to pick him off, and look as we got him, but we did not. As St. Paul did not.
Great tag by Dalen as they did courtesy or pinch ran him. So we got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning, 0-0. Trace gave up a leadoff triple, strikes out the next one, and then they tried to bunt. We get that out at home, so now we have a runner on first. 2 outs. There's a strike right there for Trace. Great pickoff move. I thought he got him.
He had it.
Yeah.
It was a great.
So here's the 0-1 pitch. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Another pitch. Number 2. Trace looking very confident right now. We can get out of this without giving up a run. You're going to look back at this game or this inning for the Seminole Indians.
Number 3, we're going into the 0-0. Trace gets out of a leadoff triple and a no runs. And you're looking at the Andrews Western Baseball. James gets here for 1 o'clock for 5. I'm Demetri here with LT, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.
And we're back here in Seminole. It's a very exciting 0-0 game. The Mustangs just showed some defense right there. Trace giving up a leadoff triple there in the bottom of the 6th inning, only to strike out the next one. They tried to bunt him in. We get the out at home, and then we get the next 2. Right at the bottom of the 6th inning right there. There's our first pitch strike for Grayson Martindale. Grayson Martindale, Braden Williams, and Caden Mendoza up to bat.
Let's see if we can get somebody on board.
Manufacture a run, and then I don't know if we'll see Trace. 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't know if we'll see Trace or who we'll see coming into the top of the bottom of the 7th.
Let's get 2 runs here.
Let's see if that's going to stay fair. Come on. See if Grayson can outrun it. Oh, does he come off? Does he come off? Oh, as that was Grayson made it a play as he hustling down the line. That third baseman, I thought, took his time a little too much.
He did. He got an arm on him.
0-0 game as we've only seen 4 hits total in this one. Braden Williams trying to start us off here with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. Ooh, he wanted that one. Good take, though. Good take. Not the pitch right there on the old count. So, see Braden go right center right here. What do you think? Let's see.
I'd like a triple to right center.
That's the same pitch. You saw it again. See, 0-2 count right here on Braden Williams.
I'm going to throw it way out there.
Yeah. Braden. You know, we got some batters, Dalen and Ashton. They sat in there a long time as they were calling pitches. Braden doesn't tolerate that.
No, he doesn't.
He never has.
He's going to widen out. He's going to close that front shoulder. He's going to try to drive it over the
Let's
first
go.
base.
Let's go right here. Come on. We need a double and
He's
Tatum and Dozer.
patting his right side way back.
He's gonna call time again. They're trying to figure out what they want to throw him here on this 0-2 count.
I'd own that plate.
He's trying to. They're way outside. He's swinging and miss. As he thought he dropped it, but they did catch it. So out number 2, strike after strike number 3. So Tatum Mendoza has home run power to change this game with one swing, and we all know that. So, you know, the good thing about our relievers, and their reliever too, if they come in with Rowan, is Cole has shown the ability to go 3-4 innings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, so we if this game goes deep into, you know, 8th, 9th, 10th inning, we got the relievers to be able to do it. Tatum Mendoza. Watch that one outside.
You know, Braden kind of put himself in the hole on that move.
Yeah. You know, when you see that second one, you know, way outside right there on Tatum Mendoza.
Good take. Yeah. When you're in the 7th inning with somebody who's throwing 96 pitches, that curveball is not what it was.
Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
That hung multiple times. And
I would have liked it. You know, I told you, I said good take on 0-1 or on the 0 count. 0-1, I'd like to see you go at it, right?
Yeah. 0-1, they're driving that light.
Yeah, you're right. So
look, take it up here.
They've done a little scouting on Tatum Mendoza. Look at that center fielder's back.
Yeah.
That one misses low. You know, Tatum Mendoza can get on. He has speed, and Evan Munoz has one of the 2 hits for the Mustangs, and we can get a steal, and then Evan punch it over to right center. I think that's what's going to happen right here. Let's go. Big swing. 4-pitch walk right there for Tatum Mendoza. And here comes Evan Munoz. He's been hot as of late. If he can get himself a single out. If he doesn't go first pitch, he's got to go to second pitch.
Yep.
You know, Tatum Mendoza he runs track. He was at the track meet.
He's got decent speed.
Yes.
And I just
hit and run might be the thought right here.
That second baseman's good.
After a 4-pitch walk, you know, he's looking for a strike right here. You might be expecting a strike. Let's see what we got. Hit and run. He did not pause. He got a pause. He did not pause. 1 ball, no strike.
Again, those are
He's talking to the umpire right there.
Yeah, there's no warning.
You've already been called on it. You have got to call that every
the
time.
The umpire's sitting there telling you.
Yes.
You don't tell him. You call the ball. It's high school baseball. And that's the second time he's done it. We called it the first time.
Let me see a hit to right center. Evans right over the second baseman. Two balls. That ball's so bad as
Let's see it. He's going to throw a fastball.
I say hit and run right here. No pitch. Oh, yeah. No one outside. 7 straight balls. Maybe that's not the same as 7. I don't know where they're at.
You got to take it from in and out.
Yeah, you do. I do know the football team that came with Coach Harvey is over there making some noise. There's a strike. The 3-1 count right here. He's got to do it again. You know.
I hit and run.
Top of the 7th inning, tied 0-0.
I want to see it here.
Yeah. I would like to have seen Caden go already. Oh, he got caught. And they did catch him stealing as they do a pickoff. Timely pickoff right there as they catch him stealing. So we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. If the Seminole Indians are going to win it, they're going to win it on walk-off fashion. Trace Tad Garcia coming back out to the mound. And you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACTF from 105.5. I'm here with LT, and we'll be back in 1 minute. Dude. And we're back here in the bottom of the 7th inning in Seminole as the Mustangs and Seminole Indians tied 0-0. Seven, 8, 9 hit hole hitters for the Seminole Indians to up. First pitch, still painting those corners. 84 pitches, 102 for Obed, so he has 1 inning at most, if anything. Maybe come out. No. That's going out of walk-off home run. What a game. I'm right here. Great game by both pitchers. Mustangs go down, bottom of the 7th inning. Yeah, I do too. Mustangs go down here in the bottom of the 7th inning on a walk-off home run for the Seminole Indians, as that was very, very disappointing right there, as that was number 20, Oscar Verdrava hitting the walk-off home run to right center. As that ball comes off the bat, it just flew, and it carried all the way over the fence to basically their football field. So the Mustangs go down 1-0 in an excellent game, and Seminole Indians sweep the Andrews Mustangs this year, and both of them were, if this was college or major league, they'd be on ESPN Classic. Okay,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Pitching was on both sides. You know what I mean. It came down to the 7th inning, 1 run on both games. This one just a walk-off home run right there for him as they're carrying him off, and a wonderful game. Those are those games that you're like, all right, you win them and you lose them.
Yep, I'm going to see that on TikTok later.
Yeah, you're right. You win them and you lose them.
It happens.
Congratulations to the Seminole Indians. I don't mind losing a game like that. You would like to come on top of it, but you don't. We did not, and the Mustangs go down 1-0. The Seminoles Mustangs go down to 5-2. Seminole is also 5-2. Seminole has the tiebreaker, so we need some help.
I mean, Pecos and Fort Stockton and the Mountains are capable of doing it.
And I think they got Fort Stockton in Fort Stockton later on this season. So Mustangs got to take care of business the rest of the way. Need some help against the Seminole Indians, and Greenwood still trailing right there. So the Mustangs go down 1-0 in a classic of a game right there. 0-0 all the way to the bottom of the 7th inning, and a home run by the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 7th. Mustangs go down 1-0. We will see you Friday. The Mustangs are going to be going against Fort Stockton. Fort Stockton coming to Andrews Friday. So thank y'all for listening, and see y'all Friday.